Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. A very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, already in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon to you all. Yes, this is Salon's Blog, and you are highly welcome once again to the channel. Quickly, congratulations to Birmingham City for their promotion back to the Premier League. From the Championship back to the Premier League. Birmingham City, oh yes, the first of the three clubs to be promoted back into the league. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, they secured their qualification to the league right on time. In fact, before even the season ends. Birmingham City are right on their way back to the Premier League, and big congratulations to them. Birmingham City. Birmingham City. Oh yes, for me, they've done greatly well. But I just want to hope that they are not just coming in to look, to pop one season by 2025-2026 season but this time, yes, a year from now, then do, you know what I mean? Because I remember very, very well. A year from now, will they still be in the bottom three? Just to be eliminated back into the championship, or they are going to remain in the league? That is the question. It's not about rushing and coming back, quickly. Have they prepared? How well are they prepared? How ready are they? Oh yes, because right now Leicester is being eliminated. Leicester is going back to the championship. And not just Leicester, I think, if my memory serves me right, Ipswich. Ipswich. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, Birmingham City, welcome back into the Premier League. Welcome back into the league. Yes. I know the excitement that the fans and the club ownership will be having right now, getting back into the league. Quickly, that being said, Chelsea have Ipswich Town coming up on Sunday after Legia Warsaw on Thursday night, after tomorrow night. As we speak, training ongoing. Yes, and listen, that's the picture right there on your screen. Outfield players at Chelsea training session this afternoon ahead of Legia Warsaw. Neto, Michael Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Amogu. Yes, Amogu is our newly signed player in January. Remember him? Dewsbury Hall, Levi Cowell, Rhys James, Trevor Chalobah, Badeshile, Achempong, Mweka, Tariq George, Cole Palmer, Raj Sachi, Tosin, Moise Caicedo, Jadon Sancho, Nicholas Jackson, Christopher Nkuku, Noni Madueke, and Malo Gusto. All these players are training. They are all in camp. They are all right there. Training, in fact, preparing for the game against Warsaw. Conference League on Thursday. These players are all arguably first-team players. Yeah. They are all first. There's nothing like Team A, Team B any longer. These are all first-team players getting ready for the game tomorrow. That tells you how important Chelsea are taking this Conference League. And if Chelsea should win, ladies and gentlemen, if Chelsea should win the Conference League, Chelsea will become the only top flight team in Europe to have won all the European championships. Chelsea will become the first top flight team to have won all the championships in Europe. Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, Club World Cup. Chelsea become the first club in Europe to have won all. Is it a good record? The reality of the matter is how many clubs are willing to participate in the Conference League. It's going to be a record that will take long time to be broken. It will be a record that will take a very long time to be broken. But how many clubs are ready to break this kind of record? Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, in a Conference League. Come on. Come on, guys. But listen, in exception of Wesley Fofana injured, Romeo Lavia, and who else that are not part of this squad, the rest are all in the squad. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is hot in the afternoon, and I will not be wasting much time. Quickly, let me just go straight to my major news for the afternoon. Chelsea in the market for a striker. I spoke about Victor Osimhen yesterday, and I spoke about him today. In fact, today's news that came up was due to the wage demand of Victor Osimhen. And we are made to understand that Chelsea want to get every deal done by between 1st and 10th of June. Chelsea want to sign the player that needed to be signed before the Club World Cup. And therefore, they are working right now as we speak on the incomings and even the outgoings. That is why Victor Osimhen news came up again. Mikel Obi spoke lengthily about Victor Osimhen as well. And we tried to discuss the whole issue. There are still much more news coming up around Victor Osimhen. Dear friends, but this afternoon, the latest information we are receiving is that due to the wage demand of Victor Osimhen, Chelsea have not turned back. Chelsea have not turned back on Sesko and Victor Gyokeres. Chelsea's eyes are still on Victor Gyokeres and Benjamin Sesko. For me, as a Chelsea fan, let me say this. Benjamin Sesko is out of my plans. Nothing will make me to want Chelsea or to like Chelsea to sign Benjamin Sesko. He is not fit in. He is not the right profile for this setup. Benjamin Sesko, doesn't fit into this setup. But Chelsea already penned the player down, Sesko and Gyokeres, because they haven't challenged with the Osimhen's salary or wage demands. How true all these informations are, dear friends, these are from reliable sources, but they can still fail. Now, in talking about Victor Gyokeres, he fit in perfectly. Even when it comes to the wage bill, the wage demands. But another set of group that are coming up with Delap, which we know all these whiles throughout from last summer, we know about Delap. And ladies and gentlemen, it will interest you to know that Chelsea are facing Ipswich next Sunday, and Delap is their striker. And Ipswich are just about to be relegated, if not even relegated already. Ipswich are going back into the championship. And so, Ipswich are willing to sell Delap. Ipswich are willing to sell Delap. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have Ipswich Town, or Ipswich Town striker, Liam Delap, high in their thinking, and will face competition from Manchester United and possibly Newcastle United as well. Delap is likely to be available for around £40 million this summer. £40 million this summer. Currently, the player is on just around £45,000 per week with Ipswich. In terms of his ability, yes, he's a Premier League product. He's made for the Premier League. He's been tested and approved. We've seen him. He still has a long way to go. The challenge I have with Delap is that between him and Nicola Jackson, there's no difference. No. No one can convince me that Delap is better than Nicola Jackson. Don't try even to convince me because it is not acceptable. You cannot convince me that the lab is better or ahead of Jackson right now. Oh yes, if he's that good, his team is going to the championship. He's been demoted. They are falling. If he's that good, then he should be scoring the 20-25 goals for Ipswich. At least they should have been in a mid-table, or if not in it, not above relegation zone. I understand he's just one player. But when you have one good player and you have some other players that are not so good around you, those so good, those other players, with one good player, it can motivate. Let me put it this way. A player that is still developing, with a very good player around him, can help that player that is still developing to pick up. Do you get it? Likewise, they can equally bring you down. But in this situation, the entire team is going down. The lab is good, no doubt. We can get the lab as another, like, third choice. Victor Osimhen, Jackson, and the lab. Third choice. Yes, good. But to have the lab, I don't see any competition you can pose to Jackson. I don't see it. What am I trying to say? Sesko, I've already ruled out Sesko. My choice is Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyokeres. Yes, the lab is good, but if we are to buy or sign the lab, it means that we are looking for someone that are on par, or rather Jackson will still be ahead of. That is the lab. Dear friends, let me hear from you in the comment section. Victor Osimhen is my choice right now, but it's wage issue. Now we understand Chelsea are taking a critical look at both Sesko and Gyokeres. The lab, Ipswich, we are meeting them on Sunday. Maybe Sunday's game will be a time that we need to really watch the lab's system or style of play. Yeah, it just tells me that on Sunday, I will have to open my eyes clearly and focus on the lab. Let me watch every movement, every step, every touch that he will make. What do you think? Let me hear from you guys in the comment section. Quickly before I let you guys go, there has been a talk about Declan Rice and Moise Caicedo, who is the best DM. There has been that talk, and the arguments again resurrected with full force from last night till now. When you go on all the social media networks, X, YouTube, everywhere, the argument now is Declan Rice, Moise Caicedo, who is the best. Remember, Chelsea was supposed to sign Declan Rice. We ended up going in for Moise Caicedo. Arsenal got Rice. Rice scored two, excellent free kicks in his lifetime. It's not that he's an expert in free kicks. For Arsenal against Real Madrid, and all of a sudden, it's coming up. Oh, Declan, Arsenal fans already. Ladies and gentlemen, there on your screen is the statistics between the two. Declan Rice versus Moise Caicedo. Who is the best among them? Listen, from what I have here, my goodness, this thing cannot enlarge. Enlarge this information so I can read it out. From accurate passes to complete passes to everything, Jackson is far ahead. From everything, Jackson is what? Far ahead. I mean, there's a Jackson, how do you call him? Caicedo, Moise Caicedo. I beg your pardon, Moise Caicedo. As you can see it right there on your screen. Passes, in fact, I'm so used to Jackson, right? Caicedo played 31 games this season, while Declan Rice played 29 games. Passes completed by Declan Rice, 1,115. Whilst passes completed by Caicedo, 1,626. I don't have the time to read all out. I want you to zoom it yourself and read it. Pass accuracy, Declan Rice, 90.06. Caicedo, pass accuracy, 90.13. Long passes completed, Caicedo, 81. Long passes completed, Declan Rice, 53. Come on, guys. You can't compare. The entire statistics are there. Zoom it and read it by yourself. Listen, my man, my boy, Moise Caicedo tops it all. Forget about the goal scored last night for Arsenal. I believe Declan Rice himself, he knows. Arsenal also knows that. Oh, why do you think that Jurgen Klopp wanted to sign Caicedo, but Chelsea was smart enough to, to move ahead and get a player? Liverpool wanted him by now. Caicedo was supposed to be in Liverpool team. Caicedo was supposed to be in Liverpool team. We got, dear friends, let me just end it here. I'll be back in the next one with more exclusives. Remember, tomorrow is Chelsea Warsaw, or Warsaw Chelsea, yes. And we are training seriously. Almost all the first team squad members are in training right now as we speak, preparing towards the game tomorrow. See you guys all when you see me. Shalom and peace.